Okay. Let's get going. Get this day started. Pump it up. See what we got. All right. Should be good. Start getting it set up. You guys got tunes and you don't. Now you do. All right. That's not my stream title. Okay. Oh. Sup, Axel? Time to get it going, dude. Gonna get set up. Chesty day today. Good little leg day yesterday. Got some chesty day going on today. Alright. A little bit of chesty day for us. Benji pressing. Going from there. I'm gonna fix this bar. I like having my little things on there. Jenny took them off. Messing with my stuff. Messing with my setup. She's cute. Let it slide. I like these things though, they're kind of fun. Let that bar sit on you a little bit. Makes it feel like a chest press machine. It's nice. Kinda fun. There we go. Back in action. That little thing's kind of fun. Plop that on there, call it good. Think maybe about it the other way though, just by the looks of it. One of them's on there the way it usually is. This one probably isn't. Whatever. All good. That's set up. Get one of these on there. Oh man. Start pumping this up a little bit. The chesties going, do some pull-ups as usual. A little upper body warm up. There it goes. Oh man. Let's see how everything's feeling this morning. It is Thursday after all, so we're kind of getting there. This week has felt like it's gone by a little fast. To me. I'm like kind of fast this week. I think we're alright though. I started off strong, huh? What supplements do I take? Legion. Exclamation mark Legion. That's my sponsor. It's my dudes. The best. Thankfully, no patellar tendonitis for me, no. Thankfully not. It might only work on over here on Twitch. If you swing by Twitch, that'll do it. There's probably a link in the description of the YouTube stream, though. I had to guess. Since you're watching over there. Thankfully not. No tendonitis over here. Yep, Legion's the good stuff, bro. That's the good stuff. Very awesome having them as a sponsor. We'll keep pumping with them. They rock. Ooh. Man. Oh. Whew. Man. What's up, Loon? Oh, man. Back at it again, bro. Back in the gym. Time to get it going, man. Nice leg day yesterday. It's chesty time, though. I gotta get warmed up. Oh. See about it. Not up crazy early today, but should set ourselves up for a good day, right? Some gaming in, pump things up a little bit. Oh, man. Get warmed up, boys. For the workout for the day. I was pretty happy with that leg day one yesterday, that was for sure. That's pretty alright. Squats are pretty light, but that's alright. It's a good workout. Got stuff done. We'll see how today goes, huh? See if we can get it going. Same thing we do every day, guys. Try to get it going. Swap this over. What are we thinking for today's bench? 215 to 230. Ooh, we'll see. We'll see. I forget what we did last time. Might have been something like that. Guys, just get warmed up into it, huh? Find out. All right. Whew. Oh, man. Put a little bit on there. Keep pumping. That ain't much, but I'll start there today. Seems about right. We can bump this up a little bit, we did. I like these chest cables pull-ups combo. I've been doing a lot recently. Almost every other body day we do this, but it feels good. Else we can wake up, warm up. Man, oh man. Right, animal? I don't know. I like my cats pretty good. One for a little swim, nice. Go get you some exercise, sounds good. Sounds good. All right. Let's do a little bit more of that. Benching. I've been doing a lot of incline recently. What is that supposed to be? How does the app work on the left-hand side? Enter in your, yeah, so it can either tell you what to do, or you can, enter in what you want to do, and then it'll give you progression suggestions over the course of time, giving you your feedback and stuff. It's kind of cool. Getting back in shape after becoming a dad. Oh yeah, that's real. 3-day-a-week full body is sufficient. I mean, it's better than nothing, right? And doing cardio every day is fine too. Yep. Exclamation mark RP strength, Ham. That'll link it for you. You give it a try, check it out. You get a discount using my code if you want. That does support me too, so it'll be fun for you tracking your workouts with that thing. I like it. But yeah, I mean, like, sufficient isn't like sufficient for what? Just to kind of get back in the swing, probably. Depends on what your goals are, whether it's sufficient or not, though. But yeah, congrats on the little one. Definitely know from personal experience that can shake things up, but you got the right idea, not waiting too long to get back in the swing of it. That's good. And 3 days a week, full body, yeah, I mean, you could probably add on to that, but it's definitely a good start, right? All right. Alrighty. A little bit more on there. Keep it going. Keep warming it up. We'll use this tomorrow, but not right now. Get that thing out of the way. Okay. How much can I bench? We'll find out today. Not like going for a PR, but we'll see how our sort of planned working sets feel. Kind of like the lower 200s for some reps. How about you, man? How's your bench going these days? Pumping? See how it's going today. You do dumbbells, not bench, fair enough, yeah. Gotcha. Skinny fella, that's good. Getting in the gym and getting some food in you, that's good. It's good. Bench doesn't bother your legs, so you're clear to become a bench press. Good. Finally make some dang gains on that bench press. So plant-based? No, not at the moment. It was fine while we were doing it, but that's not what we're doing right now. Make some goddamn gains on that bench press. Oh. I'm glad you can at least lift something, huh? That's good. Glad to hear it. We're gonna do some of that today too. Warm it on up. Bunch of bench press and Dutch dumbbells. I don't usually do just dumbbells, but you know, mine go up to 50, so we'll do those for quite a few reps if we're trying to do something like just a little different. But then that's great start. Try to ease back in to get healthy. Gotcha. Feels like from the middle of the night check-ins. Oh, of course, yeah. Gonna be pretty tired with those middle of the night check-ins, but getting some exercise and nailing your diet, man, that'll let you make some changes for sure. Even during this schedule crazy time, right? Show you. I'm gonna keep doing what I was planning to do, but maybe you can extrapolate from my barbell pressing with the dumbbell pressing. So you can extrapolate a little bit. We're already kind of past the point where I don't want to do a lot of dumbbells. Like I said, they only get to 50, so. I got so fatigued by deadlift yesterday I could barely do any weight on strict press or row. Ever happen to me? Deadlift's definitely gonna wear you out. But I don't usually do a lot of strict pressing after deadlifts. But yeah, I mean, deadlifts definitely they're very demanding. Definitely. I can see that. A full body activity, for sure. And I've been doing rows before my deadlifts recently, so thankfully, yeah, I could see that being the case, man. Good work on the deads though, if you kind of wear yourself out, put some effort into it. Good. Putting some work in them deadlifts, man. Putting some effort. It's good. Oh. All right. Hex press. I don't know about hex press either. But if you only got dumbbells, if you got to get a little creative, it's okay. It's all right. Kind of funny how that works, Danish, huh? Guess you got some catching up to do though, man. Let's bump that up a little bit too. Did I know you motivate you to train hard? There you go. Make you watch ads and sub? It shouldn't be that way. I didn't make you. I actually turned my ads even less recently. So, but yeah, you should be not getting ads if you're sub, and it's not me. I even turned my ads down a bit, which is not good for revenue, but you know, kind of experimenting with the different settings and stuff. How do you know when you're hitting the right reps and wait for the workout? I'm new and you either barely feel like I did anything or other times I'm sore for days. Any advice? Maybe somewhere in between? Actually track your training and be like, okay, so this day I did this and I didn't really feel much. And this day I did this and I was sore for days. So, yeah, track your training and make note of the effect and adjust. How would I train legs? Just dumbbells? Maybe lunges. You can do like RDLs. With that, you can do goblet squats. I might even do things with just body weight too. Just modulate the intensity with like, you know, high rep sets or kind of like explosive stuff, explosive jumps, things like that. You definitely have a couple, you know, a half decent exercise selection with just dumbbells though. But yeah. Lunges and RDLs and stuff like that would probably be pretty good. Morning indeed. What's up, son? Welcome back. This is a resub. Mr. Santa Stacks indeed. Full year, man. Big flex weight. Red Dragon status at last, man. Thank you, dude. What's up, Gucci Mane? Think squats trains enough? Squats are great, yeah. Might want to do a little hamstring stuff. But RDL is probably one of the easiest things and best things to do with dumbbells I can think of, besides like the lunges, like split squats, lunge kind of stuff. What were you trying to link me, Ghost? Don't link it again, but what was the clip? All right, keep it going. As we're currently running like the bare minimum to still make it so you guys don't get a pre-roll ad when you join the stream. Gonna do a little experiment. See how that affects things. Here we go. Okay. Whew. Let's feel a little more like it. Ugh. All right. No. Uber, no. I went to a Catholic school, but that was mostly just because it was a good school. This was a private school. Anatoly, I have seen that guy, yeah. Although, keep hydrating. Thanks. Definitely used to drinking water. Been doing that for a while. He's a bodybuilder as well. Anatoly is? Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Why do you ask, bro? Mr. Uber? Oh. I was certainly exposed to different religions, but wasn't swayed. You know what I mean? Ultimately. But it's cool to interact with those ideas and kind of see if they make sense to you, right? All right. How about you, bro? What do you ask? What are you asking for? Here we go. I think over time it's become clear they're mostly a tool for control, right? But that's what I guess potentially a lot of things are. Here we go. Whew. Socioeconomic control. Yeah, but what were you thinking about behind it, Uber? If you're gonna ask me a question, we gotta get a real answer out of you. Why do you ask? Someone forget to drink and working out? Sure. When do you start using wrist rips? Whenever, you give them a try, see if you like them. I usually put them on around my mid-range warm-ups. There we go. Alright, just bump it up a little bit and keep going. Whew. You can say with religion, a better society for sure. Debatable. Weird, Danny, thanks for the fresh stuff, man. Big flex for it. I think it definitely can give people like a set of ethics and a moral compass and some sort of like spiritual security, but I think those things can happen without religion too. But I think that there are also objectively bad things that happen as a result of those sort of strict adherence to a slim set of kind of rigid beliefs, for sure, right? Yeah. So, hard to tell, you know, hard to tell. It certainly has had some positive impacts over the years because a lot of humans are really scared and stupid, right? And bad things can happen when people are scared and stupid with no guidance, right? But the other thing is, a lot of bad things can happen when people are scared and stupid and guided to do bad things, right? So, it can go both ways. But I don't know I think there's a perspective where I can say overall there have been positive things, but hard to tell. I think having a set of core beliefs that you sort of like use to guide your behavior is good. But that's a little, you know, that can be done without religion. Right? So, yeah. You know, offense group and a strict method, some people have a glow. You have that? Sure, yeah. What I'm saying is, like, you can have, like, a good, positive impact on the world without the context of religion. But I would definitely imagine that religion would place those things highly, right? But it's not necessarily religious when somebody is a good person who has a positive impact on their world, right? That's just something that they would say they're, like, loved by God or blessed or something, because those are, like, admirable qualities. They're just then, like, framed within the religion, right? Right, so when somebody has, like, you know, a really good idea that makes a positive impact on the world, they're inspired by God, right? Or something like that, right? They're taking sort of, like, there's always going to be some sort of, like, reason why, you know, they're divine or divinely inspired or some way, when it could just be this person has decided that's a good way for them to live their life from their own, you know, experiences and whatever, right? Interesting though, huh? Interesting. Yep. But there's also just a lot of absurd and really unhelpful things that come out of, you know, some of those belief structures, right? And there's entire, like, socio-structures that are built around those places that are just really, really bad. Really unhelpful for a lot of people. So, yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. Here we go. It always kind of needs to be cross-referenced with, like, other, like, ways of being a good person, I guess, right? Here we go. Yeah, we might want to go a little heavier if we're doing that for 8. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I think religion is better than anarchy, for sure. Yeah, but what I'm saying is you can have structures of ethics and codes of morals and structure to your society that's not sort of rooted in some kind of, like, magical imagination, right? So, it's possible. But humans we like mystery, right? Sometimes things even make more sense if we know less about it, right? In some weird way. So, yeah. But, you know, one of the things that you learn just from, like, paying attention to the world for just a little while is that people have very different beliefs on how things should be done, right? You've created chat problems? I don't think you've created any kind of problems. You've created a topic of discussion, but I don't think anybody's had any problems. Alright. Alrighty. But yeah, hope is important, for sure. And humans like the idea of, like, mystery and magic. Creative little creatures, you know? Imaginative little creatures. And so that kind of stuff sticks, it works. And that still happens. You get, like, cults, you know, people who are fervently passionate about topics like intermittent fasting, right? Like, they get, like, super into it, and it's like the way, the secret, the path, you know? It's like things like that. We do that about everything, so Yeah, that's not a big surprise. Roxanne, thanks so much, man, for the prime. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. It's kind of interesting, huh? People get attached to all kinds of ideas that are kind of like whimsical or even like, disproven by fact, right? But that's what they like. Gives them some kind of feeling that they like. So do we need to do more Oh, we're supposed to be doing 215, okay. Sam, thank you so much. Big flex for it, appreciate it. We're supposed to be doing 215, okay. That's a little more like it. That's what it felt like. I felt like I should be doing a little more than 210, okay. 215 will be good then. We'll hammer these out. All right. Yeah, some people really need that guidance and they're not able to sort of like reflect internally, at least not comfortably, and kind of like develop their own kind of idea, right? They just need to be told what to do and they like that, and they never have to question it, right? There's just no deviation. And that makes them extremely easy to manipulate and control, which is another objective of that whole structure, right? But that's how it is. And more, I realize that you kind of have to, in some way, conduct society in such a way that you sort of protect people from their own stupidity, which is really hard to do. They're like aggressively trying to jump off a cliff, and you're chained to them, and you're like, if you jump off this cliff, we get pulled down with you. If there's more of you jumping off a cliff than not jumping off the cliff, we're getting pulled down with you, right? And you have to really aggressively stop them from killing themselves, basically, right? Or causing themselves injury or suffering or whatever. But they aggressively resist it. It's hard. It's tough. But, you know, it's kind of what you have to do. It's what it feels like sometimes. And so if, for some reason, them imagining that like a big sock in the sky is going to give them comfort and protect them so that they don't have to jump off the cliff, it's like, well, man, I guess that's better, right? I mean, but if, as a result of this belief, they say that you can only wear this color socks or we're going to kill you, it's kind of like, oh, well, that's a kind of not good consequence, right? Like, but I mean, I guess it's better than the option. So maybe we can talk this out a little bit. So I don't know, it's just kind of weird. Here we go. Gonna have to navigate all that. The cult of the red sock. That's a little bitter. That's a little bitter. So yes, it's strange. It's strange. Definitely some positives, but maybe not. I'm not gonna watch a video during my workout right now. Oh yeah. I mean, of course, right? Those are like the obvious scam stuff, right? Obvious not good stuff. But I'm trying to like think of, you know, there's some positives in there, right? Some people need that. We all need, you know, maybe we don't need it, but it's nice to have some sense of security, some sense of things are gonna be okay, right? And sometimes it's hard to generate that from yourself, right? Yeah, I think a lot of people I don't think that the only way of having more to life than surviving or fitting in the box created by society, there's, like, I would argue that a lot of religion tries to put you in that box, right? But yeah, absolutely. I don't think that that's a religious concept, that there's more to life than just going with the flow or just doing whatever society wants you to do, right? I don't think so. I'm not sure if that's what you're arguing for, but yeah, I think that religion, a lot of times insists that you conform, right? But they'll say, don't conform to society. That's where all the undesirable behaviors are. You need to do what we want you to do, right? So you need to conform to what we're telling you to do, not to all that. Those ideas are dangerous. Those behaviors are dangerous. You need to do what we tell you to do, because that's what's going to get you whatever you want, right? So that's what I mean, right? And that can give people some security because they are told what to do and they don't need to question it because it comes from God, right? Or it can cause problems, right? People who are in that system and don't feel like that's the right thing are then ostracized, and sometimes at a young age, and then they feel like they're never a part of anything. That's really rough. Or people grip so firmly to those beliefs that may be really old beliefs that they no longer make sense in the world, right? And so they hold people back from basic human rights. It's not good. All right. Here we go. So keep pounding. So, I guess the idea is just, continue to keep an open mind and open heart and be willing to examine your own beliefs, and you can have some core fundamental principles that sort of guide who you are as a person, but I think those principles should be sort of based out of an attempt to act out of love, right? Here we go. Gotta be willing to adjust and reconsider, There we go. Here we go. Oh man, feels okay. Kind of heavy, but it's all right. Bench use dumbbells? I don't know. There's a couple. I can get a little heavier weight on the bench for me personally. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you, Devin. Over there on YouTube, I feel you. But I'm saying that you can achieve those things without sort of the dogma of religion sometimes, right? All right. That's one of the cool things about humans is that a lot of times, if we can imagine it, we can create it, right? Interesting, huh? Kind of neat. Pretty cool. So we sort of create for ourselves our own world, and sometimes, right? We can imagine some really good things, and we can also imagine horrible things, right? So it can go both ways. Here we go. Let's do one more there. Well, they told me dumbbells are better for stabilizers. Yeah, you're definitely less stable with 2 dumbbells, yeah. Depends on what you're dealing with, right? That's rough. Uber, that is rough. Man, hang in there, man. That is rough to be part of. And I feel like a search for meaning, like what is all this suffering for? Like what is it about? Why does it happen? Is there any purpose or meaning to it? Those are some tough questions that you are like face to face with every day, so that is tough. right? That's, you know, sometimes people in really, really shitty situations who have no other real option turn to religion, right? It gives them some certainty, it gives them just something to stand on, right? That's tough. I can understand that. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive. Just in those moments, don't try to be telling other people, like, you know, that they're, you know, doing something wrong by just being, you know, who they are, loving who they love, that sort of thing, right? While causing no harm to anybody else. There we go. Let's get one more of these, and then I think we could try some 230s. My bench is feeling a little wonky today, but that's okay. I think we'll be alright. Getting it done. Yeah, there's definitely differences between barbell bench and dumbbells. There's a lot, so like, what are you asking about, you know? Stabilizers are one thing, but I can put up a lot more weight. I mean, I don't have, you know, 100-pound dumbbells, you know, so. I feel like I can apply force against the bar differently than the dumbbells. Feels good. But yeah, dumbbells are cool too. Definitely. I would try both and see what you like. You know, I don't think you're causing any problems, Uber. You ain't causing no problems. It may be an uncomfortable topic for you to ask about, but it's... Nobody's having any problems, I don't think. All right, we're not doing 230 for 6, I don't think, but we can go to 230 for something. That felt pretty good for 7 though, I will say. Felt pretty good. I might be able to do 230 for 5, maybe? Do you frequently get a negative response from that, Uber? Because in the presence of no struggle or strife or anybody getting upset, you're kind of like feeling like people are. What's that about? Do you tend to get a negative response about that kind of stuff? Oh, man. I will say that though, being willing to broach the subject on things like this is probably a reason why, like, half the people that used to watch me don't anymore. Probably because I talk about this kind of stuff from time to time and I share opinions passionately that are not their own, probably. When it comes to people's rights to be who they are, love who they love, and make decisions about their own body, things like that, right? I think it turns people off. But I don't know. I think sometimes it's important to keep fighting the good fight. Don't know. Don't know. I think that's a fine place to end up, Boris. I think that's a fine place to end up. Because although I don't share the specifics of your beliefs, there's probably a lot of beliefs that we share about how to be a good person. Right? And on the things that we disagree about how to be a good person, probably mostly what I would mostly want is for you to be like, yeah, so that might not be what I think people should do, but they should be like, you know, that's their decision to do it, right? and their rights to be who they are, love who they love, and make decisions about their own body as long as, you know, like, that should be protected, right? I usually just take the creatine in powder because I get the Legion recharge and it's very tasty. Think we're getting almost everything you just don't believe? Okay, that's interesting. I doubt it as a result of your, you know, if your staunch belief in, you know, the risen body of Christ, that we likely disagree on some other things too. But that's fine. That's fine. Oh, here we go. Let's try to do 5. I don't think that I'm not a spiritual person, but I don't think I'm a mystical person. Generally. I'm an imaginative person, and I really enjoy works of fiction and fantasy, but that I view them as such, right? They can be inspirational tales that affect me in my real life, but I don't think they're real. You know what I mean? Here we go. I guess we are doing 6. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'll take that. Here we go. That's good. That's good, Boris. That's good. Well, hey, if you end up seeing people be healed after you pray for them, keep doing that. That's fine by me. That's good stuff. Like I'm saying, that's not something I have a problem with. Keep on doing that. Like my grandparents, like, you know, pray for me, and I will take those prayers. Absolutely, I will take those good vibes. Go keep that going. For sure. Yeah, that sounds good to me, Devin. Over there on YouTube. Yes, if you're seeing positive effects from praying over people to get them better, keep doing that. I like that. Hope and healing and all that, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. There we go. Because that's not really something that I have in my core beliefs on how the universe works, but I like the idea. I like the idea. That would be cool if, like, you really intensely focused your will and it has some sort of, like, electromagnetic effect on the world of it. You know, makes good things happen for people that you care about. That's awesome. I love that idea. I just don't really believe that's how it works, but I like the idea. Right? Yeah. Still cool. Yeah. Recticus. I've always loved that name. Good to see you. We are in the off season, so we're training and, you know, working on being a good dad, good husband, and trying to make some gains with my content creation, and, you know, but we're in the off season, so ideally we're trying to make some gains. Yeah. You seem very masculine. Are you in touch with your femininity? Do you think it's good to express your emotions and be vulnerable? Yeah, I do. I don't necessarily see that as feminine though. But, yeah, I guess so. I'm not really, I think those terms are used in such strange ways these days. I'm not really sure if I like associate one thing with masculinity, one thing with femininity. But yeah, I mean, of course. Here we go. Oh boy. I mean, what you're seeing me do right now is one of my methods that I use to get myself in a good mental place to go about my day and be who I want to be, you know? One of those things we do. And that's not to make myself feel like a big tough guy, it just helps me get going. Yeah, I'm not really sure what those terms mean. All right. A lot of people are going to be, Josh. A lot of people are going to be, when you hear that someone doesn't share your beliefs, you feel like, oh man. Oh man. They're not in my club, but again, it's like, we may share a lot of ideas about what is good to be a good person. It's just not attached to a whole lot of other like kind of made up stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a nice way to put it, but I'm not doing it because I think this is what is going to sort of grant me immortality or something, right? I'm doing it because I think that is a good way to conduct myself in the existence that I have, right? Taking care of those around me, having a positive impact on my world while doing something I day to day enjoy is like the dream, right? So, but I'm not doing it because I want the approval of some, deity, right? Because that's how I have decided is the best way to sort of compose myself and go about my life. And those things can change over time too, if my goals change, right? So, but yeah, it's just not, again, it's like we may do a lot of the same things because, again, religion, when it's being good, is being used as a way to sort of justify doing the right thing or doing like basic stuff, right? Uber, thank you so much, man. Big flex for you. Appreciate it, man. It kind of gives you a code of ethics and a code of morals, and a lot of those basic things are sort of agreed upon as a human, right? Then BS can creep in, right? Later on. And so one of the things to realize is you can absolutely be a good person without being part of the religion that you're part of, right? Because a lot of religions will say the only way to be a really good person is to be one of us, right? Not true, right? Not true. And so some people are surprised. They're like, whoa, this guy's a good person, but he's not of the same religion as me? That's crazy. It's like, yeah. A lot of people are like that, bro. Turns out, you don't have to be some particular religion that you're a part of in order to be a good person, right? And this surprises people, which is insane, right? Here we go. Because then the thought is, well, maybe I could be a good person without all this too, right? And that's a scary one. Because you're supposed to greet, by design, as you are taught, you're supposed to greet those things that sort of challenge you and your faith potentially as like tricks, works of the devil, right? It's like, this guy seems nice, but he doesn't believe the same thing that I believe. Must be some kind of trick to pull me away. It's like, brother, So it's by design that you would greet those things with a negative response, right? So, here's what it is. Bit of resentment on communication with the topic. Yeah, I think religion does a lot of really bad things, and I think it's at the core of a lot of people's closed off, vicious ideas. And I think it's a system of control that has a negative impact in a real way. So yeah, I think that there are some positives to it. It gives people some guidance, some security, some sort of spiritual security. But it does a lot of really bad things too. And as someone who has grown up in the South, I'm familiar with those things. And as someone who's married to someone from Utah, I'm very familiar with those things. And they're not even the same thing. They're different versions of the same thing. So, religion was what politics is now. How do you mean? Like, so you mean like religion was sort of like the basis of how we made decisions? So you mean? Because now, there's things that are sort of, that play out in politics, but it's just because we use politics to sort of determine the things that we agree on, how it's gonna be as a society, right? So it's like, human rights is not really political, but you absolutely have to go through the political system in order to secure them sometimes, right? All right, let's do incline for 190. Yeah, so I'm good. I'm good. But no, I'm not a big fan of religion, Josh, and if it comes through in the way I talk about it, it's not like a huge surprise, right? Overall, yeah, I think that there's a lot of potentially good things about it, maybe, but I think in our society as we see it right now, I think its usefulness is sort of being wielded in a bad way, right? But of course, it is absolutely not only one thing, right? Just like you're saying, like the sort of Democrats versus Republican things is definitely not only one thing, right? So, I do. We have a beautiful little 5-year-old baby. He is wonderful. He is fantastic. Dream come true. Wonderful little guy. But yeah, I'm trying not to be overly disrespectful. But I will talk about religion frequently with a little bit of a twang, because it has that effect, in my opinion. But if I'm being overly disrespectful, I will take that feedback. But saying that something is imaginary, I don't think is over the line, right? Okay. Did my perspective change having a child? A perspective on what? On just life in general? I think that, yeah, I mean, having a kid I think changes everything. Now, I don't think it changes me to who I am in my core, but I mean, I'm certainly like growing into being a father is, yeah, I mean, I'm expanding as a person, yeah, for sure. I think I'm becoming a better person. But yeah. So we're doing, 190, sheesh, okay. I don't think I've really, I think that all the things that were important to me before continue to be important to me. I might use my time a little bit differently. Like at different times you focus on different things. But I think it's more of an expansion than like a change in direction, you know what I mean? It's an expansion of self. I think I've, become a better husband over this time too, but I think, yeah, I mean, a lot of that is just spending more time in your world, But you definitely spend your time differently. And as a result, I mean, how you spend your time is kind of like, ultimately like, who you are, sort of, right? But so far, so good. I think. So far, so good. Yeah. You find you have more drive or the same? Probably around the same. Overall drive? I think I've been a relatively driven person, but my drive is directed a little bit differently. Right? Because my stuff has expanded a bit. So like, part of it is I sort of have to be okay with giving a little bit less of my energy to work all the time, right? I still give as much energy as I can to my work while I'm working, but I'm trying to do a good job of like not worrying about work too much when I'm not working, for example. So kind of like a compartmentalized thing a little bit. Being present, but I think being present is something that's really valuable anyway. So something good to work on. Here we go. And I guess some of my snark with respect to the religion conversation is when you tell me that you're disappointed in me for not being a Christian, it's like, you know, there's a little bit of, well, fuck you, that comes out, right? It's like, you know? But it's kind of like a, you know, it's part of it, I guess. Not that I hate you, but it's like, I don't care about that. I know I'm a good person, and I do good things, and when I try to do good things in the right way, right? So the fact that I have disappointed you by not holding your exact same sort of justification for beliefs or belief structure is like, that's kind of, yeah, kind of weird, but fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Oh, let's see. What about more pull-ups? All right. Oh, That's real though, that's real. That's real to sort of realize that somebody that you like doesn't necessarily believe the same thing as you believe. I understand. I get it. It disappoints me to hear sometimes, you know. It's like, oh shit, this dude really is a homophobic, transphobic dude? Fuck. That's a bummer. Turns out this dude's an idiot. Damn. You know, like, shoot. I thought he was all right. Damn, you know, that's a bummer, right? So if that's your experience, like, this guy seems like a nice guy, but not a Christian. Dang. You know? Well, I get it, but because you know, the belief in deity is like super important to some people, right? So yeah, that could be a make or break, you know, for some people, and that's why I get it, right? But yeah, you hear about celebrities you may have liked who turn out to be really bad people, and it's like, well, dang, that's a bummer, you know? So yeah. Turns out they're a piece of shit. You didn't know them or anything. It's just like, dang, you know? So yes. If it's on that level, then yeah, I can see it. But then again, I sort of look at my own self. I'm like, I know I'm a good person. I know I'm, you know, at least making a good solid attempt at doing the right thing the right way, you know, every day. So I don't need to sort of have that negative analysis become part of how I feel about myself, right? So you do push back on that, because that's all in there, right? Because what you're saying is, potentially, turns out you're not as good of a person as I thought you were. And it's like, no, I actually am a really good person. It's just not because of the imaginary reasons that you're holding, right? So I do resist that a little bit. Oh man. What's up, Dennis? They are what? Power something with power beats. I need my sponsor Turtle Beach to make the like little ones that tuck in your like around your ear, because all the normal headset, the earbuds just fall out. So yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, Shibi, I feel you. I just need ones that curl around my ear, because I squeeze them out of my head. You know, like the shirt. Thanks. I've lived for a while. I'm 34 now, and I've been going to the gym since I was like 12. So yeah, you got them ear muscles just squeezing them out of your head. Yeah, yeah. Feel ya. Dude, my absolute damn self type in chat on the subject. You can type in the subject. Do I enjoy sports like mountain bike? I would enjoy those things, but I don't really have time for them. So wait till you're 35. Yeah, that's when it all goes downhill. Right. You've been saying that for a while now. That's when it all goes downhill, huh? Wake up, your knees are shot. It's like, what the heck? All right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just getting stronger. It's good. It's good. Good job, Recticus. Way to get back in it, man. Got cauliflower ear from wrestling. Can't use headphones like this, though. Yeah. Gotta use the over ones. Yeah. Labrum injury, thankfully not. No. I think when you're younger, you're like more resilient to being a dumbass. And as you get older, you just get better at everything. So maybe your recovery is like maybe not as good, maybe. But you know better, hopefully by now, right? Here we go. I think I'm better now than I was back in the day. And thanks for that resub, bro, the prime. And again, Uber, thank you for the gifted subs, man. You have sparked an interesting conversation today, which I appreciate. Thank you. It's been a fun one. There we go. Good. Whew. Thank you, Bronky. Big flex on that prime, man. Thank you, dude. Welcome back. Oh. All right. Exactly. Maybe a little less resilient. Yeah. But yeah, not less of a dumbass. Maybe. I will say the one thing that I definitely feel like as I've gotten older, and this could be just experience too, is that I'm not as like white hot, starving hungry all the time like I used to be when I was younger. Which is nice. That's nice. But I think I also just might be better at managing my diet now. Just have more experience too, right? At Swell Stage, thank you so much, man. Big flex for you at our swellest age right now. Thank you, bro. Exclamation mark RP strength, Zerks. It's pretty nice. Like takes your feedback and will help you chart your progression too. Everyday chest day, you know, actually, I have been doing chest cables dang near every day, right? I have been. This is part of my warm up. Sometimes even on leg day, I'll come in here and do chest cables just to wake up. Sometimes. We'll get back on the chest cables after we're done with our working sets here too. Got a couple more to go. A couple more good ones. Now we don't mind a little hype train, don't mind that at all. Man, oh man. Do I watch them sometimes? Yeah, sometimes. That's when I chat to you. Yeah, it's fun. You hate leg day? Oh, you gotta learn to love it, man. Yeah. Put a bit of building muscle at 40 plus years old, pretty informative. Good. I really liked it when those guys were natural, but you know, they're doing the YouTube thing. So, I get it. But it's working for them. They're not putting up bad info either, it's just different. Can't really relate in the exact same way, but you know, it's definitely still cool info, right? Yeah. Alright. Do another one of these. I'm gonna have to hit him a little bit here. I have to hit it. I plan to build muscle into my 40s. That's my plan. We'll see how it goes, huh? Just gonna keep hitting it. Nice. Oh boy. Whew. Whew. Ready to try? Oh yeah. You don't get why most people bother with drugs? Because you can get pretty big and strong without them? Yeah, I don't know. Not sure. I don't know. Most people are probably just dumb and impatient. But some people may have, you know, gotten to the point where their goals are no longer achievable naturally. Like if they want to compete at a high level, right? Or whatever, I'm not sure. All right. For me, it's like, I'm not trying to make a living off of winning bodybuilding shows. I'd rather just compete in natural shows, right? So, because that's what's holding you back, is you want to be able to make a bunch of money off of it, fair enough, but I don't think most people will be able to do that either. But in the case of the RP guys, I mean, like their whole livelihood is based around that right now, and so that's what they're doing, you know? But I do think that you can be successful on YouTube naturally as well, right? As a social media influencer or whatever, content creator, you can do that naturally as well. For sure. True. Oh. Man, oh man. Yeah, of course. Of course. All right. I do, fitness content creation, obviously, but mostly just kind of a passion project. Just doing what I do, just sharing whatever it is I'm up to, So, yep. It's not cheating, it's a different game. Yeah, it's cheating if you're, like trying to compete in a natural federation. And you're lying if you're saying that you're not on drugs and you are. That's lying. But, I don't know if that's cheating in the social media game, right? So, who knows? Who knows? People think I'm on steroids when you're natural? People used to say that about me, but now I think they understand that I've actually just been training for like 20 years. And I look about the same as I have for about 20 years. So, but yeah, when I first started sharing my workouts, people were like, whoa, this guy's on the juice. I thought, it's like, no, I've just been working out for, 10 years already by the time you saw my workout content, so. They thought I just started working out or something, who knows? Who knows? There could be all kinds of, people mostly just say that I'm just be stupid or like, just kind of jealousy or whatever, but people don't say that as much anymore. I must be losing my gains. There we go. There we go. Maybe we'll get some more comments. Give me a little more time in this bowl. Come on, people. We'll start to make some gains. Here we go. Let's do one more set here, though. One more. Good. Oh, right. Nice. Whew. Nice. Nice. Oh, man. Oh, what's up, Worry? Oh. People ask what their progress doesn't matter. Yeah, I think honestly, definitely like, yeah, if they're taking drugs and they're honest about it, sure. But I think the other part of that is like glorifying drug use is also like not good, right? Because I've seen a lot of people who are like super all about talking about how much drugs they take, and their physique is something they could have achieved naturally, right? But then people think that physique is only achievable on drugs, and it's like, no, this guy, he just wants to take drugs and talk about it on social media, right? How do you feel? Supersets? I like them. A friend of trained from 145 to 355, natural. I believe it. If he's a big boy, he'll move some big weight around. That's awesome. Big boy benching. 355 is as much as I've ever done, but I was, heavier then too than I am now. I'm trying to keep it a little bit leaner right now. I think it's a better fit for my life and health. And honestly, it's pretty good for my bodybuilding goals as long as I can spend some time in a surplus, and actually build some muscle, right? But I'm also able to eat and gain weight if that's the goal. But I don't know, I definitely ate a lot after my show. Get some weight back on me, enjoy food for a bit, but no, I'm keeping things pretty sharp right now. I'm feeling pretty good. My training is still like, ultimately moving up, so that's good, right? There's not that much of a difference between eating a ton of rice versus eating a moderate amount of rice. It's not that much different. That's what all that changes. It's just rice intake. So, not a big difference there on the grocery bill. People think it is. It's like, man, such a huge difference. Like, not really. Going from 2,500 calories to 3,500 calories is pretty much just adding rice. Like, The protein amount doesn't really change that much. It's just rice, and rice does not cost very much. All right. Here we go. Let's hammer these out. That was some pretty good benching for today. We're just chatting. Chatting about the usual, how to be a good person and whatnot, you know, the usual. Unironically, actually, not an uncommon topic right here. Don't mean to be alienating some of my viewership with the topics we talk about, but I don't know, I feel like it's worth it. I think it's worth having these discussions every once in a while. I think it could have a positive impact, even if it unfortunately drives some people away from my channel and our community, which does suck, but I don't know. I think I want to have a community where that kind of stuff can be talked about sometimes, especially out here in the gym. That's the kind of channel that I want to have, so, oh well. Oh well. Oh. Most saying 18? You're 18 for what? I think you should be training for around 18 years before you consider doing stuff. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, you're saying that somebody should be able to bench 225. Okay, that's a different topic. Maybe. Yeah. A lot of 18-year-olds could do that if they're like involved in sports and stuff. Yeah. That's a big work day, Uber. Definitely. Yep. Definitely. All right. Whew. Is that only I guess? I mean, no, there are definitely some channels, some communities who will not broach that subject. If anybody says anything close to it will get like timed out or something. That's just not, that's not like my, like, I don't know, that's not how I do it. But I do think over the past couple years, we have had a lot of important topics sort of play out in society and even politics, right? And I'm not afraid to broach those subjects because I'm passionate about that kind of stuff, and I think it turns people away sometimes. I think it's had a negative impact overall on my like internet popularity points or whatever, but I don't know. I think I'm just sort of, you know, being who I want to be in the world and crafting my community into what I want it to be, which is a place for those kind of things that we talked about. But I guess I am, to be fair, I am fairly intolerant of intolerance, so there's that too, right? I'm not gonna say you can come here and say whatever. If you say some dumbass stuff, you're gonna get timed out of man. But for example, with Uber asking me about my situation, I don't mind talking about that a little bit. So, yeah. Mr. Bam, what's up, dude? Using PDs for 3 years, yeah? How's it treating you? Staying healthy? Hope so. All right. But no, I absolutely think it is a very like good and effective strategy to not broach those subjects if you want to retain the most viewership. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you want everybody to like you, don't talk about that shit, right? But here we go. Here we go. Oh. Oh. Oh, classic WoW isn't like, which kind of classic WoW? Which one? Because human is definitely what you want to be for cat, but I'm not sure that's your plan. Nobody's playing Horde, bro. Yeah, no. You want to be human on Benediction Alliance, yeah. Second place in your first show, nice. Those were a bit wrecked, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, well, Interesting. Yeah, get healthy, bro. Don't want to play around with that. You gotta drop some pictures of your show in the Discord. Whew. Couple more of these. In the gains tab there. Man. Bleh. Whew. Yeah, I guess work tickets. Who knows? Yeah, we'll see. We'll keep you posted. So far, not so good. But who knows? I mean, things ebb and flow and change, and it, you know, may have nothing to do with me, but I take it personal, right? I still am thinking, like, what did I do that could have changed things, right? But it could just be just random, you know? Let's keep working. We'll just keep doing our thing. I do need to click that set, though. Oh, you have any knowledge on TRT? Levels were sub 200. You're not sure if you want to go on or not. You're doing the right thing thinking about it, so I'm not an expert, but I will tell you this, like, your lifestyle could have a big impact. So, like, what is your training like? What is your diet like? What is your sleep like? And what is your work, like, life stress like? And, like, you know, are you overweight? That kind of stuff. Like, where are we at with all that? Because testosterone, like a lot of things, is a health marker. So a lower testosterone score, first of all, could be fine for you. Second of all, it could be showing you that your habits are out of whack, right? Your diet's been pretty dialed in, doing push-pull workout 4 times a week, can't seem to drop out. How many calories are you eating, and are you overweight currently? Yeah, maybe, because, yeah, maybe. Maybe, huh? Here we go. I'm still doing my thing and grateful too, you know? Grateful you guys hanging out, grateful all my sponsors. Still doing our thing, and we're fine. You know, you just always want things to be going up, right? I always want numbers to go up. So, but yeah, we're still doing good. 225, 10, 2K-ish? Okay. You see 190, interesting. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, how are you feeling day to day? Are you tired? Like, not feeling good? If you need to reduce your calories a little more to get the fat loss going, you might want to do that. But yeah, I would definitely, like, you know, spend a little more time taking care of your health and your habits and see if things change. If it doesn't, that might be good for you, you know? So. It is a decision that you have to make, you know, seriously, because, you know, then you're on for the rest of your life, right? So, just Ron, thanks for the Prime Dude Big Flex for you. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. So, had an ad. Oh, okay. Is it over? All right. A lot of this set, but yeah. Man. Thank you again, Prime. I appreciate it, man. Means a lot with that, Prime. Whew. Missed all that, or yeah. So what I was saying is, you get your diet, your training, your sleep, your stress, your body weight, body fat percentage down a little bit, and get those things all dialed in so that your body is in a healthier spot, which may be reflected in your health markers like testosterone. But if you do those things and you go back and get a blood test a couple months later and it's still not looking good, you know, that might be a good thing for you to do for your health. If you're feeling bad, if you're feeling fine, then I mean, I probably don't need it, but if you're feeling bad in addition to all that stuff, then yeah, maybe just, you gotta be on it the rest of your life, so it's kind of a big decision. And there you go, so 2 months, man. Big flex for you, appreciate it, man. Thank you, dude. Yep. Yeah, I would do that first. I would lose a little bit more weight, you know, get better sleep, try to limit your stress and see if it comes up to the normal place. But again, if you're feeling fine, then I wouldn't worry about it too much. But if you're tired all the time, no motivation, weight gain, I mean, here's the thing, is life is hard sometimes. For men, for everybody, life is hard. And if you got kids, you got a family, you're being pulled a lot of different directions. You got to try to get your situation right so you're not eating too much and you're getting your exercise and handling business at work, handling business at home. It's hard. And so you can get worn down, you can get depressed. And it's kind of hard to get everything going the right way. And the solution that's being sold to some men is that you just need more testosterone. Testosterone will fix all of that. Right? And it probably will make you feel better. But it's also like, we don't know what the long-term impacts of testosterone supplementation are, right? So could be not good for your organs, not good for your heart. You do stop producing your own testosterone if you hadn't already. So, but yeah, if that's something that you're going through, you're not gonna make enough testosterone, that'll have a negative impact on your life. I feel like supplementing it makes sense to me, right? Those things happen to me too? Thankfully not. I mean, like, I've definitely been like down. Definitely have times of like depression and stuff, yeah, absolutely. But I haven't gone the TRT route to fix that. Take a good look at what I'm doing and take a good look at where I want to be and start developing a plan to work there. And sometimes you got to make it through with therapy or even, you know, like medicine for antidepressants have helped. So, yeah. So, and Baker, thanks for the fresh stuff, man. Big flex story, appreciate it, man. But yeah, the idea that just testosterone will fix it is definitely an idea that seems appealing and is sold to us. But whether you actually go that route is something that's, you got to make that decision. And it sounds like you're giving it some thought rather than just hopping on. So, yeah. Right. But yeah, of course, those things happen to me too. Definitely, you can get down and feel like, you know, for me, like, I'm not doing enough, or I'm not doing well enough, all that kind of stuff, right? Play Kata today? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. But absolutely, that kind of stuff happens to me. Happens to just about everybody, I would imagine. But the solution isn't necessarily more testosterone, right? Although I do think that testosterone in some ways is kind of like, you know, it's being prescribed frequently now, right? So, here we go. But yeah, man, if you're feeling like down and depressed, I'd talk to your doctor about that, and maybe even talk to a therapist. But yeah, who knows, man? I think no matter what you do, it's also going to take a lifestyle intervention. So yeah, no matter what. But some people, use TRT as like a boost to get them going, and fair enough. If it improves your life, fair enough. If you tell them you're depressed and put in a hospital, that's just not true. I mean, where are you in the world? We're saying that you're depressed, they're put in a hospital. Maybe if you're saying like you're going to cause harm to yourself or others, they will they'll get you in the hospital. Maybe if that's what you're saying. But if you're like, hey doc, I've been doing everything right. I feel like I've been exercising, I've been losing weight, I've been dieting, but I can't quite shake this fatigue. I can't shake this kind of like down in the dumps feeling. They'll probably just give you a mental health questionnaire, But some doctors will be like, I know what you need. You need some tests, But again, that's if you get your blood work done and your testosterone is low, I think that's completely reasonable for your doctor to say, hey, this is one of those things that we could try, right? But telling your doctor that you would like help with mental health, they're not going to just throw you in the hospital, bro. They're going to probably help you get in touch with some therapy and maybe even prescribe you like an antidepressant or anti-anxiety, something like that. Maybe different healthcare systems do things differently though. So yeah, I don't think TRT is bad. I just, yeah, you have the right idea. Kind of like feeling things out a little bit and seeing if lifestyle changes can make a difference, right? But yeah, it can have, even TRT can have adverse effects. I was doing an arena with somebody the other day, told me he was taking testosterone and he had like a condition that caused fluid buildup and swelling in his brain, almost killed him. I was like, holy moly. So yeah, that's good, Baker, that's good. I'm glad, I'm super chill about it, not trying to pressure you, that's good. Texas is very backward. So I agree, I don't know if Texas is that backward. I agree though. There's some really not good stuff happening down there. So, but I don't know about the mental health situation. That sucks, yeah. TRT clinics are different than an actual doctor, I'd say, yeah. My BP, I'm not sure, probably not real high. Doing this kind of stuff. Probably not real high. Here we go. Gonna get one more of those in there. Once you're on for like, yeah. Yep. The ones I'm doing today were flat bench, incline bench, and chest cables. Superman, you keep your carbs low. Keep up the carb to keep BMI low. Talking about me? I'm not trying to keep my BMI low. BMI is kind of a made-up stat. And my carbs aren't very low either, but I do exercise, yeah. I mean, if you want to gain control of your body composition and body weight, I mean, absolutely check this out. But no, my carbs aren't really very low. Yeah, watch that video real quick. I think it'll clear up a few things for you. That'll be good. But no, my carbs are not very low right now. My calories aren't crazy high, but the carbs definitely are not very low, I don't think. And I'm also not very low body fat right now. Alright. Have you heard, like, workouts helping boost your hormone level? Yeah, of course I've heard that. Any hormonal boost is going to be acute and not really enough to make a difference in terms of like your overall muscle building. But I will say that like training legs, you get more of a benefit from training legs and training hard and working the muscle than just the hormonal effect, right? But training legs builds you muscle because you're fucking training legs, not because it raises your hormones. All the other stuff that training legs does is good. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, some trim cows, Baker. That's not 2,000 calories, is it? That's 800. 800 plus 600. That's 1,400 plus. I guess so. Yeah, it's like 1950, huh? Sheesh. That's pretty trim. Oof. Keep in mind, I mean, how long have you been dieting on that low calories? And I know you're not losing weight at all. And Manic Mark, thanks for the 2 months, man. Big flex for you. Wasn't trying to be sarcastic. No, I don't think you're being sarcastic. I've just laughed because I have heard that. It's just not true in the way that people suggest it is. Right? Yeah. Only a month, lost 3 pounds. 3 pounds in a month is fine. That's fine. Losing like 1 pound a week is fine. Yeah. That's fine. You're saying you're going to the gym a couple times a week, and are you doing other activity like some walking or something like that? That's fine pace, man. That's fine pace. And 2,000 calories is pretty trim, but I mean, it's not ridiculous. But yeah, I was like, man, that is 2K. Looks so bare bones. Let's do a little bit of tries. We did not do a lot of shoulders or stuff today. That's okay. That's okay. Well, because much, no, you're good. Do it slow and steady. Slow and steady. Brox, that's crazy. $270 grams protein. That's probably more than you need, but I end up eating around that sometimes too. So I feel you. I feel you. You think you have 270 pounds of muscle? How many weeks? Usually around twice a week. All right. Let's do a couple of these little tricep, guys. So you're decently active at work. That's good. That helps. That's good. I'll do a couple lateral raises in between sets of this. How about that? Maybe we won't do a lot of tricep kickbacks today or something. Do a couple of these though. It could be as easy for you as just adding a little bit of like a 30-minute to 1 hour walk per day if possible, no matter like every day. Might help just a little bit. Just more activity, but that's good that you're active during the day. That definitely helps out. Keeps the overall energy expenditure up. And I'm really glad to hear that you're tracking your calories and your macros. That's so good. You're doing all the right stuff. Now we just gotta get the numbers tuned, right? Gotta get tuned up. You hyper respond to protein. Okay. It's really obvious if you eat more. Oh yeah, definitely. Eating more calories is good. Protein isn't usually like muscle fuel, but like if you feel good and you notice that you feel better eating a certain like amount of protein, then keep eating that amount of protein. Like that's good. That's good. Talk about supersets. Just doing like, you know, one thing, then another thing, just going back to back. My pull-up PR, I don't know. I'm usually doing like sets of like 6 to 8 right now. Warrior hair talents are pretty cool. I like them. I posted a couple videos about them today. Or I mean, the past couple days, I should say. 288, eating 1,500 calories to lose 2 pounds a week. Woo. So 1,500 calories is pretty low. I would probably eat like 2,000 and lose 1 a week at first and see how that feels. Try that. 24 days out, 7.5. Woo! Messed up on your diet and ate 9,000 calories, just get back on track. Yeah, just back on track. You'll be okay. That's just a little refeed day. 3 weeks out, a nice little refeed. It'll fuel you for some good training and posing and feeling good. Yeah, don't freak out, don't fast, just get back on track today, W. Get back on track today. That's all right. You're okay. You're all right. 7.5% body fat, you'll be fine. You will be fine. Your body will just soak that up and put it in your muscle and you'll be good to go. You'll have a good workout or something, you'll be all right. Just get back on track. Oh, you ate a tub of ice cream the other night, looked at calories. You don't need that type of negativity in your life. You don't need a tub of ice cream in your life. That's what you don't need. That's good, Rocks. That's good. Whew. You don't need that much sugar and cream in your life. Man, one thing that I will tell you though, Mr. W, is remember how full you felt, and remember how kind of like you didn't really feel good about having done that. Remember that feeling next time over the next 24 days, and even after your show that you feel like binging that hard, be like, I didn't really like the way that felt afterwards. So I might be pulled towards doing that right now, but I know that I will wish that I hadn't done it later, so I'm just gonna not do it, and you'll feel better once you make it through that moment, right? Yeah. You're questioning everything? Yeah, just stick to the plan, turn your brain off, and just keep doing what you've been doing the whole time, and you're gonna be fine. I would honestly not even really worry about like peak week. Like you don't need to like deplete and then carb up. Just pay attention to your physique day to day, and just like stick to the plan, I would say. If it's like if you're questioning everything, just turn your brain off and do the same thing that you've always done, and you're gonna, if you like the way you look when you wake up in the morning or after a workout or whatever, you're gonna be fine. Right. The shots of vodka thing, what Ronnie was talking about was actually learning that people take steroids. That was a story talking about vodka and pizza and coffee. What he really meant was Flex took him into his room and explained to him all the drugs that people take. And then he started taking drugs and winning shows. That's how I interpreted that story. That's different. Yeah. Because he wasn't taking drugs, and then he started taking drugs and started blowing everybody out of the water. I don't think it was actually about coffee, vodka, and pizza. Yeah, maybe it was, but I don't think so. I think he started explaining to him all the drugs that people take. But maybe it was another thing. Maybe it was. But that also happened, the drugs part. I mean, a good peak can make you look really full and really good, but again, I would just say stick to the plan, and you're gonna look really good anyway. Yeah, he talked about it as if like they were just drinking vodka and coffee and eating pizza, but I think it was actually about the drugs. Yeah. Yeah. The worst thing about extreme diet is the sugar withdrawals. Yeah, but you get over that. Yeah. You get over that. All right, a couple more of these. Have fun though, W. Enjoy the process. I mean, caffeine take it all? Absolutely, yeah. Mostly from the Pulse pre-workout in the morning. Definitely. All right. Oh man. Oof. Very exciting stuff though, W. Hang in there, man. Hang in there. 7% body fat. I mean, you're already pretty dang slim, man. Pretty dang trim. 24 days is gonna fly by. It's gonna fly by. Harder for the process sometimes. Yeah, I understand. But just remember that, like, you know, I'm not sure how many shows you're trying to do, but very soon you won't be doing that anymore, right? So this is the time, right? This is the time to stick to it for just a little bit longer, because there's gonna be plenty of time to chill afterwards. We don't always get to have the things that we do really matter, but that's one of the things that's fun about bodybuilding, is that your training and your diet really matters during that time. You're working towards something, right? So every little bit of effort you put in there counts right now. So turn your brain off, eat the food that you're planning to eat. Don't let yourself worry about, you know, eating more or less or whatever. Just hammer it. Just hammer it. Yep. 4 milligrams caffeine a day, that's absurd, is it? Maybe that's about what I do. Is it? Oh man. Ugh. That's a little shoulder activity real quick. Just a little something. All right. Oh. You gotta drop some swolpies in the gains tab of Discord, bro. W. Drop them in there. And serving a Pulse, yeah. One of them full 2 scoop servings. For sure. Alright. I think that's enough for today, guys. Could do more triceps. We'll do more triceps tomorrow if we feel like it. That's enough for today. I want to keep moving. 8:40. Good work today, though. Good work, good work. Plan is to see y'all back on this gym stream here in like an hour 20. You know, maybe like, 10 PST. Then we'll just grind it out. Well, I'm not sure what we're doing today. Maybe some mono out, maybe some couch. It kind of depends on where we can find arena. But either way, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for showing love. Thanks for helping us get our pump on. I will see you guys back here in like an hour, all right? See you then. Peace.